Turn it down.
We don't have a chance to get it wrong.
Clear. Room clear.
God forbid that monster shows up on your campus. You have to be there and annihilate and neutralize that threat very quickly.
The X is the day that the unthinkable happened.
We're here to make sure that there's no outside threats coming into the schools. And we're here to stop that threat. Closing doors.
We're out in the middle of the night. We'll be knocking on people's doors. You make the threat, we're coming to see you.
Martin Stillman's Douglas High School is being shot up. It's being shot up?
Parkland, Florida.
Oh my God!
Valentine's Day 2018.
It was definitely scary to hear someone's voice and then done like that.
The day.
I don't know, I see bodies.
The place. The tragedy haunts us. 17 people killed by a teenage gunman at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. That massacre, and all of those that have preceded it, from Sandy Hook to Columbine, drive the ongoing push to do more to improve the security at schools for our children. Parkland prompted the creation of a state safety commission to look at ways to drastically improve school security. And all of that is what prompted WPTV to share the stories of what one local school district is doing. The threat can surface fast.
Shots fired, shots fired.
The response needs to be faster.
Ready? Go.
And laser focused. This is active shooter response training at Palm Beach Central High School.
Turn it down. We're here to protect those that can protect themselves. We're here to make sure that there's no outside threats coming into the schools, and we're here to stop that threat. Threat down, whipping up.
Palm Beach County School Police practice single officer response to a threat.
Room clear. Room clear.
They drill on clearing stairwells, building entries facing one shooter or several.
Closing doors.
Closing doors.
And training officers critique every move of this choreographed use of force.
All clear.
We don't have a chance to get it wrong, so we make sure they're doing it right when they're going through the training.
Rick McDermott spent 27 years on the PBSO SWAT team. Now his daily beat is Sandpiper Shores Elementary in West Boca Raton.
You're absorbing everything instantly, quickly, and you have to process it even quicker. God forbid that monster shows up on your campus. You have to be there and annihilate and neutralize that threat very quickly.
A commitment to readiness.
My kids go to these schools. Our fellow officers have children in these schools.
On the most important beat there is.
You are there.
All clear.
And those kids look at you, and they are there, and they're looking at you, and they know you're there to protect them.
Turn it down.
Consider this. Since Columbine in 1999, there have been an average of 10 school shootings in the USA each and every year. Some 200,000 school students over that 20-year period either heard or witnessed gunfire at their schools. That number is greater than the population of Fort Lauderdale. And that brings us back to the whole issue of safety and security on campus. All of that begins with a connection between the school police officer at each and every school and the students he or she is serving.
Have you seen me in the hallway?
Yes, I saw you on the bus.
Summer reading at Palm Springs Elementary School includes a break for a different lesson.
This is Officer Pena, okay? I'm here because I want to keep you guys safe.
Dane Pena is a Palm Beach County school police officer. He wants to be a friend.
Oh, this guy's going to be strong, huh? It is important because a lot of students view police officers as a bad thing.
Think of Pena as a teacher with a badge.
Who will you communicate to first?
Police.
Police.
A classroom checklist if scary people show up.
If there's an emergency, the police can be there and we would all be safe.
Pena wants communication, location, and safety to be second nature.
For them to remain calm, basically, and know what they need to do under those circumstances. Location is not just where they are, but where a safe location is.
This veteran officer once worked as a New York City policeman. He likes this better.
Is this the favorite beat you've ever walked?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a pride because these kids look up to you. And when they talk to you, you could get the sense that they're paying a lot of attention to you. So when you say something, you better be sure that you're saying something to help them.
The ABCs of school security is a complicated challenge, to say the very least, and only a passing grade will ever suffice. This is school security.
Here's the X right here. That's safety and security.
1,000 moving pieces. 1,000,000 thoughts with one goal.
I'm here because I want to keep you guys safe.
Frank Kitzero thinks big. The Palm Beach County School Police Chief can't afford not to.
To me, the X is the day that the unthinkable happens. That's the day a catastrophic event happens.
His men and women train for that nightmare, but that is only part of their work.
If we do our job right, we may never arrive at the X. So we spend a great deal of time in the arenas of prevention, intervention, and diversion.
Prevention means building bonds, identifying safety worries at every school. Intervention includes pairing school police with mental health experts.
We're out in the middle of the night. We'll be knocking on people's doors. You make the threat, we're coming to see you.
And diversion can include youth court or mental health counseling, a big picture built on everyone being involved.
When people ask me, what is school safety? I'm school safety. You're school safety. Every student, every parent, everyone in this district is school safety.
To that end, Chief Kitzero says it's absolutely vital that your emergency contacts are up to date in the event your child's school needs to reach you. So make sure you go to that school's front office and have everything on file.
We track events at all the campuses, both during the school day and after the bell.
If we do our job right, we may never arrive at the X.
This is real life, and no matter what they do, their actions always have consequences.
Anyone who says you can't be everywhere at once hasn't seen the Tactical Operations Center here at Palm Beach County School Police Headquarters. Technology is putting eyes and ears everywhere fast, in fact, faster than ever before, all in an ongoing bid to continue beefing up security in the post-Parkland age.
This is how you put 180 plus school campuses in one room.
With the latest technology, we are able to essentially see what's happening across the entire county.
You're looking at the Tactical Operations Center for Palm Beach County School Police.
It helps us if there's a large event at a school to keep eyes on it.
Police on every school campus tie into the real-time links at the Ops Center. Information can move back and forth seamlessly. Dumacia Wright helped build the Ops Center.
I see a great way to communicate. I know exactly what's going on in the district by looking at the panels that's behind me.
And this center's not just for tracking activity during the school day.
We track events at all the campuses, both during the school day and after the bell.
Technology at work, weaving a bigger security blanket and a faster, more coordinated response should trouble arise.
Students and parents can have a direct line with law enforcement by simply downloading several key apps. Fortify Florida is a statewide resource. If students see anything suspicious at school or there is danger, they can report tips that go to appropriate law enforcement and school officials. There's another app specifically for Palm Beach County schools called Student Protect. Tips can be anonymous on both apps, and you'll find them in the App Store and on Google Play. A second chance at a fresh start. I recently had a chance to visit youth court, where young people, including school students, can go and learn from their mistakes, but also move beyond them.
Elena Lorville is a youth court prosecutor.
It's actually pretty interesting because you find out that these are people your age and anyone could be getting in trouble for the littlest things.
She's 18 years old, a Jupiter High graduate headed to college now. As a youth court prosecutor and at times defense lawyer, Lorville has taught life lessons for 4 years.
To make them realize that they don't want to be next door in a jailhouse.
Youth court is for those young people with no prior arrest. They come here for misdemeanor crimes or offenses only. Pot possession, petty theft, perhaps a fight at school. Offenders are prosecuted, defended, and judged by their peers under the guidance of an assistant state attorney.
They're given sanctions, punishments as like a regular court proceeding. The advantage here is if they complete the sanctions and successfully complete it, they don't get a conviction on their record.
Learning from mistakes is the goal, and Elena sounds like the compassionate prosecuting attorney she hopes to become one day.
My ultimate goal is to help them see that what they did was wrong, because they have to realize that this is real life, and no matter what they do, their actions always have consequences.
Virtually everyone agrees that strides, in some cases big ones, have been made in terms of securing our schools over the past 2 decades. Those lessons, of course, born of tragedy and loss. It's because of Parkland now, as you well know, that a school police officer or a certified security officer must be on every public school campus, at every charter school, all across Florida. It's because of all that's come before that students now know the terms active shooter drill, code red, lockdown. a sobering but necessary part of today's school experience. A study taken shortly after the mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High revealed nearly 60% of teenagers worry about the possibility of a shooting at their school. 25% said they are very worried. Securing our schools, then, is at least a first look for you at the ongoing efforts to help our students, to help parents, to help all of us have perhaps a regained sense of security at these places that are supposed to be about learning, about fun, about adventure. All of that is the ongoing challenge that we as a community and as society face each and every day. I'm Michael Williams for WPTV News Channel 5. Thank you for watching.